Last holiday season, did you splurge on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Well, I did. I finally got the Ninja Foodie 12-in-1 8-quart deluxe model, and I'm so glad that I did. Not only does it cook amazing food, but I got it at a great price, and more importantly, I finally got my countertops back. Here's my full review on the Ninja 12-in-1. Let's dive in. Okay, first things first. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope you had an amazing holiday season, spent a lot of time with your families, ate some good food, and if you're like me, you gained a couple of pounds here and there. It is what it is, as long as we were happy. But most importantly, hopefully you guys are starting off the new year safe with your loved ones and with a big bang. I spent the holiday season with my family and reading all of your comments regarding the direction that you guys would like to see this channel go. I've been hearing you guys. I have a lot of really cool stuff lined up this year, and I think we're gonna have a great year together. Right now, let's talk about the Ninja Foodie 12-in-1. So last year I made a video all about air fryers. I gave you guys all the pros and cons, but in that video I mentioned my single biggest regret when I first bought my air fryer 3 years ago. And really my biggest regret was I never bought a 4-in-1 or a 12-in-1. Well, back then there wasn't a 12-in-1, but you get what I'm saying. I bought a dedicated air fryer, and then I bought a dedicated sous vide and a dedicated pressure cooker and a dedicated dehydrator. You guys get the point. I lost my counter space like that. And not to mention, I spent way more money than I had to. So last year I said, you know what, during Black Friday or Cyber Monday, I'm gonna be cruising Amazon's website, and if I find a Ninja Foodie 4-in-1 or 6-in-1 or whatever at a great price that I can justify to my wife, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. Well, guess what? The Ninja Foodie 12-in-1 was marked down from $250 all the way down to $139. That's a heck of a price, and that was only about, what, 40 bucks more than what I paid for the original air fryer. I think I bought the original air fryer 3 years ago, Black Friday, for like 80 bucks. By the way, I saw that air fryer at that same price during Black Friday. Long story short, I pulled the trigger. And to my surprise, I got a 12-in-1 Ninja Foodie Deluxe 8-quart model, which is one of their top of the line models. So far, the Ninja Foodie hasn't disappointed. So in the end, the price was too good to pass up. This isn't going to be a tutorial on how to use the machine. If you do want me to make a video on that, shoot a comment below and I'll be more than happy to walk you through some of the functions that it can do and how to set up the machine and cook certain foods like chicken or even making black garlic. I love black garlic, by the way. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I was excited that this machine can do it because that's another appliance that I can now sell or give away. But if you want to see like an in-depth how to use the machine, how to set it up, how to use the air fryer function, I'll be more than happy to do it. Okay, so let's talk about pros and cons. This machine is incredibly versatile. It's a 12-in-1, like I mentioned earlier, and it literally can do almost anything. Now, Ninja advertises it as a pressure cooker, an air fryer, a steamer, slow cooker, yogurt machine, searing and sauteing machine, baking, roasting, broil, dehydrator, sous vide, and the last two are just kind of thrown in there, but it also can reheat and keep warm. Now the last two are really, 12-in-1 features. I mean, any air fryer can preheat and keep warm, but we'll give it to them. It's really a 10-in-1, but we'll call it a 12-in-1. So, big pro, it's extremely versatile and you can do so much with it. So that leads to the next pro, which is you're gonna get a lot of countertop space back. If you're like me and you have all these machines, well, this thing just literally replaced like 6 or 7 of them. So you're gonna be really happy to have this machine and throw out or sell the other ones. And lastly, it really is really well built. I mean, it's just all quality, it's heavy duty. I really like the interface. Everything is straight to the point, really clear, and you feel like you have a lot of control. So it's built like a tank. Okay, now let's talk about some of the cons. This thing is massive. It's really, really big. It's really, really heavy. It's a top loader. And if you're like me and your counters are kind of, short and you don't really have a lot of vertical space, then the top loader kind of sucks, because with my old air fryer, it was more of a drawer mechanism, so I didn't have to worry about bumping anything. It's not a big deal. I just put this thing on a dedicated, table or whatever. You can find space for it. But it is a top loader and it's really, really heavy. So if you do have to move it around a lot, you can get fatigued. But it still saves you a lot of countertop space, because although it's really big vertically, it's pretty narrow. So when it does sit in whatever space it's sitting in, it's really comparable to the air fryer that I had. A little bit larger, but it's roughly that same dimension. Now, a bigger con is it does kind of take a little while to preheat and get up to operating temperature. And if you are using the pressure cooker side of things, it does also take a while to build up pressure. Regarding heat, it's a little bit longer than my air fryer, but that air fryer was 6.5 quarts and this is 8 quarts, so that's understandable. And as far as the pressure cooker goes, my dedicated pressure cooker did get up to pressure a bit faster, but that one was also 6 quarts. So this thing's massive. It's 8 quarts, it's an XL model. It's understandable, but just know that getting into it. Okay, now let's get into the B-roll. So I wanted to cook a whole chicken. I mean, we love eating chicken at my house, and besides putting it on the barbecue and doing a beer can chicken, which is our favorite, we really like roasted chicken, we like deep fried chicken. So chicken is just like the perfect thing to test this thing out with. And one of your guys' biggest comments on my air frying video is you wanted to see me do a whole chicken or, fried chicken. So I'm gonna pressure cook a whole chicken. I'm gonna show you guys how I marinate it, all that good stuff. And then we're gonna use the air fryer function. We're gonna put the air fryer lid on and we're gonna see how crispy this thing turns out. Now, if it turns out like I think it's gonna turn out, it's gonna be amazing. And if it doesn't, then we'll just throw this thing in a garbage can and I'll have to explain to the wife why we have a brick in our house. But other than that, it should go okay. No, I'm just kidding. It should be just fine. I tested it before, so I wouldn't make this video if I didn't. Without further ado, here's the B-roll. So what are my final thoughts? Do I have any buyer's remorse for Black Friday or Cyber Monday? My wife knows me as sort of like an impulse buyer, but I really do feel like this was a really good deal. I mean, it was marked down from $240 all the way down to $139. I think that was a really good deal, and it's a 12-in-1, which I had no idea Ninja even did. And it hits all of the appliances that we use frequently. I mean, it's a pressure cooker, an air fryer. It does sous vide, which I found really interesting. It's also a dehydrator, which means I can do my black garlic. I love making black garlic, so that appliance can go. It has a roaster, a broil, a saute mode, which is interesting, but you guys know me, I'm a traditional pots and pan type of guy, so probably won't use that, but it's nice that it's included. So I think at anything below $150, it's a no-brainer. Pull the trigger on it. Even if you're looking for an air fryer, pay the extra money. Trust me, having a 12-in-1 will pay off later on. You can still find this machine at $179, $180, sometimes $200. For me, I think that's a little high for my needs, and I had to be enticed a little bit to kind of pull the trigger, but it might be just right for you. I don't know. Especially if you're just, starting off with these machines, it might be perfect, or who knows, you may only want an air fryer and the $80 model that I did a video on might be perfect for you. It's really up to you. Or if you're like me and you need the counter space, you can sell the other appliances or give it away to someone that just started off cooking and really make their day. That's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative. Check out some of my other videos and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Hey everybody, how'd you guys like that last video? Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified on my next video. And if you can, please share with your family and friends. I would really appreciate it. Here's some more content that I think you guys are really gonna enjoy. Check them out. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.